everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's Angela at Angela's Southern Comfort Dishes and Seasonings. Okay, so it's that type of season, honey. It's getting cold. It's getting very cold where we live, and probably in other parts of the world where you live too, right? So on today's menu, I bring you my Southern Comfort dish. I'm making homemade chili. Actually, this is my mother's recipe, except that I tweaked it up a little bit, honey, and made it my own, honey. You know, as I always say, you like to jazz things up a little to keep the momentum going, honey, huh? So Mama gonna come over here and show you what we're working with. Come on, honey. Okay, so today, let me show you one thing, okay? I have some bar-ass bun length hot dogs. Now, what I've done is I've already cut open 2 packs. And when I open my packs of hot dogs, what I like to do with any meat is to rinse my meat off very well, clean it very well, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna show you, I already have some on and they're beginning to boil. I also have some apple cider vinegar back here because I love to use, and let me show you my onions, honey. Let Mama show y'all the seasonings, honey. And Mama show the children. So I have my onions, and so these are gonna be seasoned with the ground beef once we get to, you know, browning the ground beef, honey. Come on over here, let Mama show the children the seasonings, okay? All right, so this is what we're working with, our 80-20 ground beef, okay? This is 3 pounds of 80-20 ground beef, okay? We have our McCormick Chili Seasoning packs, okay? And I have some onion powder, as always, by McCormick, okay? We also have our chili powder, all right? And you can use whatever brand. This is the military brand. Have some ground black pepper, and I have some on standby, so because it's just a tiny bit left in here. Have a little bit of seasoning on. I have some fresh garlic powder from McCormick's. I have some tomato paste. I have a can of pork and beans, and this is a pound can of pork and beans. Okay, you can use navy beans, kidney beans, whatever you see fit to do, okay? I have some ketchup, all right? And this right here is measuring about 3/4 cup of ketchup. That's what this is, okay? All right, also, I have about a half cup of sugar, granulated sugar. Now, you might say, why does she have the organic vinegar? The reason why we have our organic vinegar is because we usually pour at least 2 to 3 cupfuls, you know, in our hot dogs to boil all that salt out of the hot dogs, okay? Sometimes when you're cooking hot dogs, you know, it's they taste very, very salty, okay? So let Mama get over here, honey, and I'm gonna put you over here to the hot dogs while I go and open up this meat, okay? And you see my hot dogs are starting to cook, all right? Amen? All right, let Mama open up this last pack of hot dogs for the children, honey. Get them cleaned off. And we're gonna add these hot dogs, just to make the 3rd pack, we're gonna add, all right, to that meat over there, all right? So now we got it in here. All right, just like so. There we go. All right, cool. All right, put this bag in the trash. Clean my hands. All right. All right, Mom, we got it. Thank you for waiting. All right, so now that we got our hot dogs on to boil, I'm going to show you what we're working with. So you always want to mix your vinegar up because this is apple cider vinegar, but it's the organic apple cider vinegar, right? So you want to mix all that up. So what I like to do is, so that's probably about 3 or 4 cupfuls, probably. Honey, I always eyeball it, honey. All right, so now that we got that going, we're going to go ahead and put the top on our hot dogs and let these hot dogs begin to boil. Now, let's get over here to the good foot, honey. So next, what we're going to do is Mama's going to begin to cook the chili for you, okay? So now, the way that I do my chili, I know everyone is different when it comes to their chili, what type of beans they use for their chili. You know, everyone has a different way of doing things when you cook, right? And I respect that, right? So I'm going to bring you my way. I'm going to bring you the way that my mother and my grandmother did it. But again, I jazzed it up a little bit, okay? And I know you're going to love this recipe. I just want you to give it a try. And when you try it, all I ask is that you share, and come back and leave me a comment and let me know what you thought of it, okay? I just know you're going to love it. I just know it. Seriously, I just know it, all right? Because I know my chili. My husband's even love it, honey. So do me a favor. We're going to get straight to the mix. And you can follow these directions straight to the T and you'll have no problems, okay? Be sure to always taste your food to make sure it's seasoned the way you like for it to be seasoned as well, okay? Because you never want to cook and serve something to someone that is under seasoned, okay? All right, so let Mama get straight to it, honey. Hold on. Let Mama get straight to it, honey. Getting our pot nice and hot. You want to make sure your pot is always, 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 always nice and hot. All right? So, Mama, come right back. Okay, everyone. So our pan for our chili is nice and hot. So we're going to go ahead and get started on our chili, okay? So let Mama get you straight to it, sugar. All right. All right. Okay, everyone. So our pan for our chili is nice and hot. So we're going to go ahead and get started on our chili, okay? So let Mama get you straight to it, sugar. A bit more. All right. All right. So here we go. Gotta get straight down the camera just a little bit closer. So first thing you want to do is make sure your hands are nice and clean, okay? Right. Gotta get nice and clean when you're in that kitchen, honey. No cross contamination, all right? I got my stove set to about a 5. Straight down the electric stove. So first thing you want to do is make sure your hands are nice and clean, okay? Gotta get nice and clean when you're in that kitchen, honey. No cross. You use whatever meat you see fit. For those of you who do not eat red meat, I have an electric stove. You know, you can also use ground turkey for your chili. It still come out the same. Just follow these directions, all right? You still keep it the same. Just follow the directions you see fit. For those of you who do not eat red meat, now you want to add a little bit of fat. You know, you can also use ground turkey. And you're using ground turkey, you want to add a little bit of fat to your turkey. All right? You know, because turkey meat is dry. The same. Follow the directions. A little bit of extra virgin olive oil when you're grounding your meat, right? Add a little bit of fat in your meat, right? You don't add in a little ground chicken. And you're using ground turkey. You want to add a little bit of fat to your turkey. You know, because turkey meat is dry. Of course, you're going to use a little bit of extra virgin olive oil when you're browning your meat, right? I mean, when you're browning your meat, right? Stand by, add in a little ground chicken. Chicken has fat. All right? All right? All right. Break this up a little bit. All right. Like I said, this is 3 pounds of ground beef. I do have another pack on standby behind me in case I should need more meat. All right. Remember, anything you touch, up a little bit. While cooking, you go back later on and wash it off with hot soapy water. And then right behind it, Mama wash it off with a clean dish rag and dry it with a towel. No cross-contamination. Remember, anything you touch while cooking, you go back later on and wash it off with hot soapy water. And then right behind it, you rinse it off. Mama gonna get a clean dish rag and dry it with a towel. No cross-contamination. All right, thank you for your patience. I do apologize. Got to be clean in the kitchen. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this meat brown. All right. I want to make sure we break it all up. All right. Thank you for your patience. And when I see that I need a little bit more meat, what I would do is go ahead and have another pack back in this meat brown. Just probably add like half a pack. I actually took it out. I want to make sure we break it all up and put it in the bottom of the refrigerator to thaw out. When I see that I need a little bit more, whenever you have a refrigerator with temperature shells in it, I have another pack. Always do it standby. I'll just probably add like half a pack. Set your meat on top of your temperature shells yesterday. We take them out and put it in the bottom of the refrigerator to thaw out. Instead of sitting on the counter. You have a refrigerator with tempered shells in it. It's always good to set your meat on top of your tempered shells in the refrigerator. We're just going to let this freeze. You're going to make sure your meat is always fully sitting on the counter all day when you brown. No red meat over here, honey. I know some people like their stuff medium well. No, I like mine well done. So we're just going to let this, and you want to make sure your meat is always in that type of season where we are for chili and soups and no red meat and things like that. This is a perfect. I know some people like their stuff medium well. No, I like mine well done. I can eat homemade chili all year long, to be real with you. That type of season where we are for chili and soups and beef stews and things like that. This is a perfect season. Perfect. Right, you actually love this homemade chili, honey. When you get this recipe all year long, to be real with you. Back from work earlier this year, making you more. Love. Right, so turn the stove up a little bit more. We're gonna crank it on up to number 6. Okay. You're gonna love this recipe, honey. When you get this recipe, honey. Okay, cool. And the reason why we have 2 onion powders is because I have more. Amen. This is the size I have left in here, so that's probably about a little bit more. We're gonna crank it on up to number 6. Okay. So that's why I have this one here in case I need more seasoning. Always want to. The reason why we have 2 onion powders is because, like I said, many people use navy beans, I have left in here, so that's probably about whatever beans you use. I don't know, probably about half a cup. I choose to use working beans. Actually, so that's why I have this one here in case I need more. My grandmother always wanted my mom be on standby, and we have our working beans. And like I said, many people use navy beans, kidney beans, whatever beans you use. I choose to use working beans. Actually, that's how. And I'm thinking about going ahead and opening this other pack of ground beef. My mom and everybody was cooking chili. Okay. See. All right. All right. I don't think I want to add any more. And I'm thinking about going ahead and opening this other pack of ground beef. This 3 pounds. Put this in the trash. All right. Hope everybody's having a good day. and enjoying yourselves out there and staying safe. We're just going to stick with what we have. We're just going to cook this 3 pounds. Let me know what part of the United States you all are from and how the weather is where you are. Hope everybody's having a good day and enjoying yourselves out there and staying safe. And let me know. Let me know what part of the United States you all are from and how the weather is where you are in your neck of the world. Leave me a comment below and let me know. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and let this meat finish browning. Know how I'm holding a towel here onto the handle of my pan because this is metal, okay? And it does. So what we're going to do, the metal gets hot. We're going to go ahead and let this meat finish browning. And I'm holding a towel here onto the handle of my pan because this is metal, okay? All right. And it does burn. I'll come back to you as soon as my meat is fully browned. So, yeah. Okay, everyone. So I'm back. My meat is done. It's completely brown. So what I've done now is I've taken my meat and I emptied over in the colander. I'll come back to you as soon as my meat is fully brown. Fat grease off of it, okay, that the meat was browning in, okay, that came from the ground beef. So now I'm going to take about half of this onion, just half, okay, because we want to season our meat. So I'm just going to take half of that onion that I chopped up. And I'm just going to season my meat very well, okay. Got my stove on at a number 5, okay. You want to get that in here and let that go ahead and get your meat seasoned up. Honey, it's smelling good, amen. And that was half of a large onion that I just put in here. That wasn't the complete one. And I chopped it up real fine, real fine, okay. You want to have some flavor in your ground beef, okay? And for those of you, like I said, who don't eat red meat and you're using ground turkey, add about a half a pack of ground chicken. Follow my directions all the way through. You cannot go wrong, I assure you, okay? And onions is optional, but it gives your chili a much better flavor, okay? So got my stove set at a number 5. What I'm going to do is turn it down to about a 4.5 now, okay? And what we're about to do here is we're going to go ahead and first of all, I'm going to add my 1 pack of McCormick Chili Seasoning. Okay. And what I'm going to do is just go ahead and add this entire pack of chili powder. And this is the mild. This is not the hot. You get whatever you feel like getting, you know, if it's mild or chili or original, you know, whatever you need. Okay, next I'm not gonna add the seasoning just yet. Next I'm gonna add this whole entire can of pork and beans. Okay, that's the entire can of pork and beans. All right. Next, we're gonna add our sugar, and this is again half a cup. This is just half a cup of sugar. Okay, now here's a trick. I'm not gonna use the whole cup. Okay. All right. Next, Mama gonna add her ketchup. Okay. All right. And that was a ketchup that went in there. That was like 3/4 cups of ketchup that I put in there. Wait a minute. Let me look at the cup. I can tell you exactly where I had it. I just want to make sure I'm giving you the right measurements where I had it. Oh, Lordy. Yep, that was about, yep, that was 3/4 cups of ketchup that I gave you. Okay. Next, we're going to take this, and this is a 6-ounce can of tomato paste. Okay. So I'm going to add this whole entire can of tomato paste in here. Follow these directions. You cannot go wrong. You're going to enjoy this, honey. And you know what I love about it? When you come back the next day and it has their, you know, the seasonings have gone through. You know how your food is. You taste good when you cook it, but that next day, honey, you know how those seasonings going through there like Mom and Grandma did, honey, had the seasons, had time to marinate overnight when you put that food up, honey child, and Mama tell you, sugar, we own to something over here, man. We own to something. You know how Mom and them used to take that can and put a little bit of hot water in there, swish it around with your spoon, and put that water on over there, like they did with the spaghetti or, you know, chicken in this, not chicken, excuse me, how they would take the tomato paste in the can with some hot water like this and stir it up with your little spoon with some hot water and get all that excess tomato paste out. That's what we doing right here, sugar. That's all we doing, getting that little excess tomato paste out. And we just gonna pour it on over here like that, like so. And this is a 6-ounce can. All right, cool, beans like that. All right, cool. All right, so we got that. We got our sugar, we got our ketchup, we got half of a large onion, we got our chili pack going on in there. We got our pork and beans. So next we're gonna go on in here and we're gonna add us some onion powder, okay? And I can tell you now, with your onion powder, you're gonna need about 4 tablespoons of onion powder. I'm telling you right now, I already know. Okay? About 4 tablespoons of onion powder. You cannot go wrong. Trust me when I'm telling you, people. All right, we're gonna ground it with some nice ground black pepper. Let's get my towel and pull this back up. This pan is hot. All right, there's about 2 tablespoons, about 2.5 tablespoons. Okay, next I'm gonna come in here. I was meant to get me some fresh garlic cloves out and mince them, but I didn't. That's all right, we're gonna hit it. About 1.5 tablespoons of that ground garlic, fine garlic. Okay, we got that going on. We got that. Oh, let mama come back and hit it one time with some sea salt. Now, I'm going to tell you something with this sea salt. You cannot go wrong. And you think, well, no, it's going to taste salty. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's going to balance out, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to add this sea salt, about 1 teaspoon of sea salt. We can never get it to come out. Oh, Lord. And it's falling on down in there instead of the spoon. Okay, so here we are. 1 teaspoon of salt. That's all you need. Okay, that's all you need. And you taste your food. If you feel like you need more, go on in and add another teaspoon, but you don't want to overdo it. Last thing we're going to do right here is some chili powder. Lord, can I open my own chili powder? Here we go. All right, I'm going to tell you one time right here. This is at least about 3 to 4 tablespoons. Bam, there we go right there. Okay, next, what we're going to do is we're going to stir all this up together. Just mix it all up together, okay? God, you can smell that coming together. Jesus, help us, Lord. You cannot go wrong. The trick is to make sure you season your food. Now, for those of you who use chicken broth, beef broth, I prefer to use beef broth or a little bit of water. In this case, I prefer to use water. So we're going to thin it out with some water. And we're going to use this cup, the measuring cup that the ketchup came in, because there's nothing wrong with it. It just had ketchup. As a matter of fact, it's going to help us get rid of the rest of that ketchup, okay? That's in this cup. So this is a full cup of hot water that ketchup was in, okay? And there you go, like so. All right, so we're just going to thin it on out. Remember, season your food and to go back and taste your food to make sure it's seasoned just the way you want it. You may have to add a little bit of table sugar. You may need another teaspoon of salt. Maybe you need a little bit of more onion powder. Maybe you need a little bit of this or that. You just got to taste it to see what it is that your taste bud is missing. You want to make sure that you are serving food that is well seasoned, and people are going to love your recipe. Amen. That's what it's all about, baby. All right, one thing I did forget to add in here, and I'm going to add it on in here right now. Honey, it's smelling good, sugar. Jesus, it's smelling good. All right, we're going to turn the stove on up, baby, to number 5, okay? We're going to jazz it on up. All right, cool. So the mama going to come back and hit it for the one time with some seasoning, okay? Mama going to come back and hit it all one time with some seasoning. And I think what we're going to do with the seasoning, let me get this right, honey bun. I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon. Let me just go on and do it like where Mama and them did. There ain't nothing wrong with it. Just going to take this top on off, sugar. I'm going to hit it one time with 1 tablespoon of sea salt. I'm going to balance it on out. Look at that. 1 tablespoon. Bam. You don't need nothing else, honey. Trust me. As far as the salt wise go. Because seasoned salt has a lot of sodium in it too. That's why we have 1 tablespoon. Amen. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back behind it. Okay. We're going to stir it on up in there, honey. Now, sometimes I find myself going back, putting in about 1/2 pack or more of chili powder in there. And so here we go. So let me rinse off my spoon. And what I like to do is taste it and make sure that it's seasoned just well. I'm just going to use this spoon at the tomato paste. I'm just rinsing it off with some straight hot water. That's all I did is use it for my tomato paste. All right, so let Mama taste this, sugar. We're going to get on down in here in the goodness of the heart of the chili, amen? And see what we're missing. And when you taste your food, be sure to put your stuff in the sink. Go in the dishwasher. Honey, we're going to need some more sugar. So remember, we started off with 1/2 cup, okay? Remember, we started off with 1/2 cup. Set that on in there. You're going to say it tastes like sugar. No, it don't. Trust me. follow what I'm telling you. You can't go wrong. The sugar and the salt balances out. You cannot go wrong. Now, if we can need anything else, I can tell you, I'd probably get just a little bit more water. That same cup. And I think what I'll do is get a half a cup this time. All right. So we're going to add half a cup more water. Thin it out. There you go. Boom. Hold on to this handle, honey. There we go. Her gone, baby. Okay. And we just going to let this simmer, honey. I'm going to get a clean spoon. And we just going to go ahead. One more thing I will do is I will add the other half a pack of chili powder. Put it in the stove like this. And the reason why you see me do this a lot is because when you get seasonings, you can fill it all up in here. So you don't want to open it and it spreads everywhere. So that's why I like to hit it for the one time like that. Okay. So we're just gonna hit it for the one time like that. All right. All right. Cool beans. And that was half a pack. So I used 1.5 packs. That's what I used. Okay. I don't want to get burned on the handle. So we're just gonna do like this. Alright. And I'm going to add probably a teaspoon more. That's a teaspoon more chili powder, honey. You cannot go wrong. Amen. And I'm going to put the complete measurements in the descriptions below this video. That's smelling so good. Let mama get a clean spoon. Sugar, stay with me. Let mama get a clean spoon so mama can taste this. And this time I'm just going to put some on the spoon, honey. Let that get on down there and marinate like that right there. And honey, we just going to taste this right here. Let mama find out what we're working with for a second. I'm going to tell you what mama missing, sugar. I'm going to offset it just a tiny bit more with some sugar. Just a tiny bit more. And honey, you're probably saying, Lord, honey, what the lady doing with the sugar? Honey, that thing tastes so darn good. Trust me when I tell you it's going to balance out. And we're going to make sure we hit about a 4th cup this time. Less than 4th cup, really. All right. We didn't even hit a 4th cup. We're less than a 4th cup. So I would say about probably about 2 tablespoons. And we're going to see. We're going to stop right there. I'm not going to use it. You see that? Still down there. So that's probably about a tablespoon. Oh my God, it smells so freaking good. I'll tell you one more thing I do want though, is a little bit more. Like a little dash. Bam. Bam. Garlic powder, baby. Oh, we smelling good on up in here, honey. Mama's doing some things over here in this kitchen, y'all. You won't even notice the sugar, honey. The salt and the sugar balances out. But you need that flavor up in there. Amen. Lord, I forgot my spoon. Y'all know I'm supposed to be doing the spoon taste thing. Let mama see what we're working with. Make sure I'm serving the children good, honey. Perfect. Woo-wee. Child, we own something around here, honey. We are on to something. You hear me? I want y'all to leave me a comment. Cook this chili. Your family, friends, honey, they're going to thank you. They're going to love you, honey. They're going to love you. Let's check on our hot dogs back here. Look at there. Them hot dogs is cooking, honey. Let them go ahead and serve themselves. We're going to take this chili and we're going to turn it down to about a number 3. Okay? Turn it down to number 3. And what we're going to do is we're going to let this chili go ahead and simmer down. Give it about 15 minutes. Let those seasonings go ahead and marinate and get on through there, honey. Ooh-wee. This tastes good. Jesus Lord. Honey, I can eat a bowl of chili by itself without anything. Without anything. I am a chili lover. You're going to love this recipe. And if you do exactly what I did, you will not go wrong. Honey, you can take this for lunch. to work, and I guarantee you somebody's going to say, who cooking something in the break room? Honey, this is it. This is Mama Chili, honey. Listen, I thank you all for watching. I thank you so much. Please, whatever you do, give me a thumbs up for this video. Try this chili. Share this video. When you make the chili, honey, take it on to work. Share it with the children at your job, honey. They gonna ask you where you got it from, and you tell them to follow me down on YouTube at Angela's Southern Comfort Dishes and Seasonings. Also tell them to follow me on Facebook at Angela's Southern Comfort Dishes and Seasonings. And I want to tell you something. I have a private group on Facebook for Angela's Southern Comfort Dishes and Seasonings. Why? For those of you who may have a question about a recipe, you may want me to walk you through it, live stream with you one-on-one. I do the consultant. I will help you. I have no problems. If you have a personal question you want to ask, we can do that too. If you want to share a recipe, you can do that too in the private group, okay? I thank you guys for watching. I hope you love and enjoy this recipe. I just know you're going to love it, honey. I'm not trying to brag, but trust me, you can't go wrong on this chili. Trust me on this one. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Until the next time we see each other, honey, love on each other. Take care of each other. We all we have in this world. You never know what someone is going through. Amen. All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your love and support. Until the next time I bring you one of my other Southern Comfort Dish Seasons. Mama love y'all. Take care. Thank you. Okay, so the chili is completely done. Tastes remarkable. I was trying not to eat up this man's chili. But listen, this chili is done. I just want to bring it back to you. Remember, you cannot go wrong if you follow this step by step. I don't care if you make it and you got to play the video back a little bit and stop it, honey. Whatever you do, you cannot go wrong. You're going to love it. I will tell you, I did go back and add in just a little bit more of that sugar that was left down here. Brought another tablespoon, honey. Stir it up, child. We're ready to eat. I'm just going to drain these hot dogs. Drain all the water off these hot dogs. Put the top back on them and get ready. We're going to have some hot dogs and chips today, okay? I hope you guys have enjoyed this demonstration of homemade chili. Love on each other. And thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.